So today we're going to do a beginner's session with April, my sister, and she's going to learn to ride my scooter Jensen. So the first steps we're going to do is basically familiarize with the scooter. April, sit in the scooter. She's just going to sit on it, get comfortable. She's not going to take off or anything. Just going to check out the handles, where the lights are. Always familiarize yourself with all the stuff you're going to use, like the high beams.
What's this
that?
for?
That's for the mount. Okay. Hold tight. No, hold this. She's going to hold the brake tight and you can get started.
Oh!
There you go. So right now she's just going to have the scooter on, but she's not going to go anywhere because she's on the center stand. Okay. So a lot of beginners, what they do is that they don't familiarize themselves with the throttle and how powerful it could be. Keep holding on to your brake.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to feel it out to see, and then holding on. Okay, so now you try it, baby. And harder. Okay, that's it. So now she's gonna get out of the scooter, and this is on a center stand. So she's gonna take it off the center stand, and you always want to be standing on the left side where your your kickstand is. And she's gonna give it a little push, and as you can see, she's holding this part right here of the scooter and holding it. So try to take it off the center stand. We're giving it a little push. Always maintain your balance because it can go forward. So now put it back on the center stand. Once you are more expert, you'll know where the pedal is to push it back in. And then she's gonna do it again. And then put it back on the center stand. And she's just doing this so that she gets familiar with the bike and how it falls and the gravity of the bike. And you'll do this a couple times until you get used to it. So there's multiple ways you can take it off the center stand. You can sit on it and push off. And then you'll practice that too. Now get off of the scooter, hold, and then put it on the center stand. Go again. And this is just creating kind of like muscle memory. Sometimes it won't go the first time. You gotta push hard. Keep going. Okay, good. And then she's gonna get off. Make sure you have enough room for that foot. Okay, there you go. And she's gonna hold on to the sidebar and push. This is also another way you could push your scooter off. If you have a side stand, you probably won't do the same. I'll go this way so you can see. Okay, go ahead. She's gonna push both handlebars, but the bike is off. And now she's going to put it back on its center stand. It should be one swift movement. Once you get the hang of it, it's just gonna be like one press. So this first exercise is gonna be April pushing off the center stand while she's sitting on it, and you're just gonna imagine it being turned on for now. right now, since you're still learning, don't turn the bike on. This is just getting used to the bike. So go ahead, push off the center stand. And she's gonna sit down comfortably, and she's gonna wobble to these cones or walk. All right, and now she's gonna push back to these cones right here. And this is just for your legs to get used to it. Everybody's going to have to do this on motorcycles. You're gonna have to wobble like a little duck, or whatever you want to call it, but you're always gonna have to do this motion, and then keep going. So she's just getting used to the dead weight of the bike, just going back and forth. And it helps also create that balance. So if you feel like you're losing balance while you're pushing back, you can always press your back brake to stop it, so you can regain your balance. Okay, keep going. So you'll do this a couple times until you're used to it. Just going back and forth. So in this one, April is going to the bike is still going to be off, and she's going to wobble and turn. Still wobbling. And this is just to get used to the bike. A lot of people just get on the bike and they don't even know the weight. This is what we did in our motorcycle class. You just get used to the bike before you turn it on. See? Don't push too forward. I know it's hard because it's not on. But when you're on the bike and it's turned on, you don't have to lean that forward. But right now, since it's off, she has to use her upper body to push it, and her legs. This one, she's going to do a 3-point turn, which means she goes forward, then pushes back, reverses, and then turns into the direction she needs to go to go back in there. And there she is. So April's going to go further now, and she's gonna wobble all the way to that pole, do a turn and come back, and then do a turn and come back. And you're gonna do that just to familiarize yourself with the bike. You're gonna have to do this a couple times until you get used to the bike. Ready?
The first or the second pole?
The first pole. Okay, go. The bike is off. Comes a car. She's gonna pull to the side because there's a car coming. Oh shit. Thanks, asshole. And then turn around. Keep pushing it. Where the fuck are all these cars coming from?
Circle over to this side.
Go right here.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. Okay, go. 3-point turn. This is perfect for a 3-point turn. That means reversing, and then pushing towards the direction you want to go. There you go, slightly turning. Bam. So in this exercise, April's finally going to turn on the scooter, and she's going to slowly use the throttle to get from this point to that point, and then back up. Ready to turn it on? Okay, go. Okay. So with this, the throttle, you're gonna go lightly, just enough to move the scooter and for you to move that way, like when you're wobbling. Huh? Oh no, you're gonna like let it roll, and your legs will be on the side of you like that, and they're gonna skid the floor. So you're gonna pick them up lightly so that your feet don't go underneath the scooter. Okay, so give it a little throttle. There you go, have the bike move. Keep going. There you go, keep going. Go with the bike slowly, and then brake, and now back up. Okay, go again. It's gonna love tap that throttle. There you go. Love tap meaning push it slowly. There you go. Now back up again. And you're gonna do this exercise until you get comfortable with the takeoff of the scooter. And each time you get more comfortable, you go further and further. Okay, go. There you go. Just brake and then back up. And you'll do this a couple more times. Grandpa. So now you're gonna do the same thing, except you're gonna give it a little more throttle where your feet are up and gliding. Okay, so you know you're not gonna use your feet as assistants. Okay, you're gonna let them glide. Okay, not too much, just a little more than you did before. Okay. Go. There you go. So see, bam, brake. So when you use the throttle, it's a little harder to stop, but it's okay. It's a small space to take off and brake. So back up. And you'll do this exercise a couple more times until you get used to it, the takeoff again, but a little stronger. I'm just gonna do that again. Alright, good. See, just getting used to the backing up of the bike. Go. There you go. Okay, good. So in this one exercise, April's going to do the same thing with the throttle, but instead of staying within that little cone area, she's going to come all the way over here. So you start going farther and farther until you get that balance. Go. There you go. She has both feet picked up. I'm just going to stop. Okay. And she'll back it up. Why is she backing up? It's because she needs to build that memory, the muscle memory, so that in case you ever need to back up, in case a car backs up, in case you need to park, you get that balance and muscle memory so that you don't fall backwards. So if you feel like you're gonna fall back, grab onto the brake. Do not push the throttle. There you go. Keep going. If you need to stop, regain your balance, and then go backwards. only touch the throttle when you need to go off, take off. So in this exercise, April's going to do the same thing, except she's going to apply the turning. So she's going to go all the way to that pole right there, turn around, and then come back this way and do the same thing. 3-point turn back into that spot. Okay, go ahead. Give it a little more throttle. Glide through the floor. There you go. Start turning, use the wobble. Don't use the throttle until you're used to it. If you have to 3-point turn, do it. There you go. It's kind of hard not to. And then now use throttle again to go back that way. There you go. Same exercise both ways, except this one she'll have to do a 3-point turn, or not. Look at that. She doesn't even need to use it because she got used to turning. Good job. Give it a little more. Remember, when you go super slow, you lose balance. There you go. So slowly start braking. You're turning, but you don't use that throttle until you know how to use that throttle to turn. There you go. You can't turn. 3-point turn. Good. She wasn't going to make it, so she did a 3-point turn. Alright, there you go. Now she's going to do it again, going back. Feet up. And that's only until you gain confidence enough to take your feet off from the side of you. There you go. See? And you get used to stopping. The stopping should not be forced unless you need to, because that can make you throw you off balance. You gradually go to the stop. Bam. So now April's going to go a little further with her legs on the side, gliding through the floor, and until she builds the confidence, she'll lift her feet up. But for now, she's just gonna do this. I know it looks funny, but slowly once you get used to it, you'll pick up your feet. So she's gonna turn. She is. And she's going to come back and do the same thing. See? Feels like she's wobbling, but that's because she's not pushing the throttle fast enough. There you go. Turn it, baby, turn it. Good job. So she's going to do it again. And now that she's more comfortable with the speed of the bike, going like 10 miles per hour, you said you were going? She's going to lift her legs onto the floor of the scooter. Go ahead. She's going to catch her balance, lift her legs. And once you become an expert on that, it's going to happen so naturally that you're not even going to think about it. And bam, there she goes. There you go. She put her feet down to get balance. I'm just gonna turn. There it goes. Look at that. I'm gonna step to the side. How did that feel? Feel good? So, April's now gaining speed, and now she's practicing her right hand turns. Before it was the left turn. The right hand turns are a little harder because the throttle hand, sometimes you can press the throttle hand. You know what I mean? You press the throttle while you're turning. So that's can be a little dangerous for beginners. I've done it before myself. So now she's learning how to catch that speed. She's going faster, lifting her legs up more. And there she goes. Increasing the speed slowly. Good job. Keep going. So now that April is a little faster on the scooter, she's learning how to use her turns with these cones. There it is. Look at that. So now, that's the wrong side. What was that? So now April is going to learning how to use her turn signals as she's turning. So now she's learning how to add her turn signals to her turns. Learning how to dodge cars. There we go, turn. Good. Blinker, blinker. That's what someone did to me when I had my turn signal on. They're like, and then I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like thinking he's a douchebag, and then I'm like, because you know how this means talking too much?
Yeah.
But in scooter world, I guess it means blinker, yeah. Good, good.